This is 4.1, code number 222005, convert in unit rates. And there's been two big issues with this. First, it's the hours to minutes, and it's identifying where the question is. So we'll look at those as we go. So we're going to use our proportion, line equals line. How many portraits? Notice that's a question right there. We don't know the number of portraits. How many portraits? Would Pocahontas paint in 7 hours? So I set that up as P over 7 hours. That is a rate, portraits to hours. If she painted 4 portraits in 4 minutes, 4 portraits in 4 minutes, and now my alarm should go off here because I need portraits to minutes, or portraits to hours, portraits to hours. A lot easier to go smaller and to multiply 7 times 60 to say that we don't know how many portraits she did in 420 minutes, but she did 4 portraits in 4 minutes. Now, this one's actually easy, but typically we do our fish method or our cross multiply and divide, and we're going to find that we end up getting 440, 420 portraits. Okay, so let's take a look at the next one. Sam peeled 84 oranges in 7 hours. Again, notice 7 hours. Can't have hours here, so I converted it to minutes. 7 times 60 is 420 minutes. 840 84 portraits in 420 minutes. At that rate, how many oranges? Do you see the question here? We know oranges. We don't know oranges in 20 minutes. 20 minutes. So oranges to minutes, oranges to minutes. So I'm going to do my fish method, cross multiply and divide. I would take my calculator and I would do 20 times 84 divided by 420. And it tells me that that person could peel 4 oranges in 20 minutes. That rate is the same. So from this point on, the setup is the same. If you looked at 2 websites in 4 minutes, your rate. Here's the question: how many websites in 10 hours? So 10 needs to be converted, x over 600. You would get 300 websites if you cross multiply and divide. So here, same setup, 5 is your answer. Okay, you can read the question, look at the setup, and check it with yours. Cross multiply, divide, you would find that it's 300 times or jumps. So one thing to note here, when you have a fraction that's 5 to 5, this answer over here is going to be the same. Okay, we converted 5 to 300. Okay, right here I did the same thing. I converted 3 hours to 180 minutes, so I end up with 180 over 180, which means this automatically is going to be 4 over 4 because they're equivalent. But if I cross multiply and divide, I would get the same thing. Okay, here the how many presents was missing. So cross multiply, divide, you get 24. Cross multiply and divide, there you would get 3 trucks. Cross multiply and divide, you would get 80 hot dogs. You can read these and do the setup. 6 times 100 divided by 300, you would get 2 websites. So that is 222005, convert in unit rates. Watch the hours. That is getting a lot of us in class. Hours to minutes.